I just want to comment on what's going on in the other metals besides silver and just point some common sense things out. Because sometimes I'm getting this impression from some people that, and people I think should know better, because that the silver is going down because the banksters are just creating the short position, naked shorts, and it's rigged and it's a conspiracy. And it's the powers that be are doing this type of thing. Well, the thing is, all the metals are going down, all the commodities are going down, the Dow's going down, the Nasdaq's going down, crude oil is going down, and the S&P is going down. And yes, silver might be going down more of a percentage, but during times of easy credit, silver goes up a bigger percentage. Now, am I for the banksters? No. But you know what? I'm going to tell you this. You watch your other angles, because I'm being truthful on here. I'm not playing to the crowd, and I think there are people out there playing to the crowd. And I think, let me put it this way. Yes, I do monetize videos on YouTube, right? Now, I figured, what the hell, why not? But I want to point out, if I was a shrewd person that was just saying, this is my game to go on YouTube and make money this way, I would look at what videos got the most attention and where I picked up the most subscribers from, and focus in on that. Now, there are a lot of people that do that, but that doesn't mean you're getting the truth. They're playing to the crowd. And you see, it works where what people want to hear, that's what they're going to hear. You know, I noticed something where I put down, I was being truthful though, but I noticed something where I put down for 2012 that I thought silver would hit a record high. That it would hit record highs. I believe that, not as a belief, but because I think there's other, this is like the final unwinding that's going on right now. But it's going on throughout all the financial sector. And yes, silver's getting hard, but so, like, I have a chart up here on 30-day zinc spot, and that's going down. Zinc is going down. Maybe not as much as silver, but it's going down. Then when silver goes up, zinc doesn't go up as much. You know, commodities are volatile. Say silver's volatile too. But I want to point out, a lot of people are just playing the audience. Now, I know that's a game you probably should play, because it's about, you know, pulling in as many people as you can. Well, maybe, I don't know, maybe I'll pull in people by just being honest. But that's the game I'm going to play. I'm going to play honesty. I just want to state, beware of people that are talking about everything's a big conspiracy. It's not. There's some truth. It's not like it's not true. I don't want to say it's like not true. But, you know, when they're saying that silver is going down because the banksters did it, get the hell out of here. That's BS, because if it was just silver only, then it could be more true. Now, there's days where silver has a bad day, but then there's days it has a good day. Well, I just want to point out, here's zinc. Zinc's been going down for 30 days. Here's lead. Lead, you know, went up a little bit, then it went down. It's down for 30 days. Aluminum is down. And here's nickel. Nickel is down. So everything's getting hammered. And then we look across on Kitco here. Gold, silver, platinum, palladium. And also crude oil's down. The Dow's down. The Nasdaq's down. The S&P's down. Everything is down. And our wonderful fiat dollar is going over 81 right now. Now, I'm telling this to people because, I don't know, I guess everybody's not going to make all the right moves, obviously. But I think the middle class might be getting set up here at some point in time by the same people that are telling the middle class your only safety is in gold and silver. And I say no. I say no. You know, I pointed out, this is actually an article in the powers that be, but I pointed out, even like fiat money, paper notes, if they're issued by the Congress, not the Federal Reserve, and they're issued free and clear, free of debt, in other words, with no interest attached, even that can work. If you say this is legal tender, but it's by the Congress, which is controlled by the people, themselves, that could possibly work. That could actually, it would work a lot better than what's going on right now. Because the big deal is where there's a chain, it's in private hands. Basically, Federal Reserve is a cartel of private bankers, right? And all money that comes into existence is attached with debt. That in itself is the problem. Now, if all the banksters had all the gold, which they probably pretty much do, they probably have most of the gold, they can always lend it out to the government with interest. The problem is interest. Now, I know with fiat money you can lend it out without even having the gold, and it could even be more than that. But the fact that it's lent out with interest is the problem, because there's only a select few that have all that stuff. So that actually is really the game. You don't want money coming about in a form of debt. Even if it's fiat money, you could pretty much, it's a hell of a lot better if you put out fiat notes and there was no debt there was no debt attached to it, and there was no interest attached to it. They were just issued by Congress per se. Now, you could actually, something like that, where you're putting out a limited amount of fiat notes, you could say they're backed by gold. That would work. But, the reason you would use gold is because it's a discipline where you wouldn't put out too many notes. But the point is, if it's in the hands of Congress, that's even more important. That's more important than what it's even backed by. The fact that it's in the hands of Congress, and you know who's got control over Congress, the direct control of the people of the United States. That was actually what was in the Constitution. I know it had about gold and silver, but the actual biggest point is that it's in the hands of Congress, and that money comes about debt-free, interest-free. Now, that tells you that there could be a possible fiat money replacement backed by energy or something other than gold and silver. See, that's why I'm maybe mentioning that. Because say we go to an honest money system sometime in the future, I don't think it's going to be too soon, but say it happened. What would happen? What would happen? It would be issued by the Congress, and they could say, well, maybe it's going to go by a commodity index, mainly based upon energy. Now, if it comes into existence without being backed by gold or silver, but it comes into existence being, say, tied to a commodity index, and there's no debt associated with it, and it's interest free, like the people don't have to pay back the Federal Reserve, interest. Well, that could work, because actually in times of during the Great Depression, actually in Europe, in Austria, they use local currencies with great success. The problem is the Central Bank of Austria hated it because it was competition to their money. But they use local fiat currencies that were issued by local governments with great success. They did not even have to issue anywhere near as many notes as they thought they would have had to, because the money went into fast circulation. It actually stimulated the economy right in the local sector where it was needed. So, like I said, beware, because that is one way you might see silver and gold go way the hell up, and there is a way to pull the cat out of the hat, or whatever the hell you want to call it, and it can deflate, and people will be thinking it's a conspiracy. They ripped off the middle class. But I don't think so. And I'm watching these Pied Pipers leading people around by the nose, telling everybody there's cash is garbage. Well, cash is not garbage. What a joke. I think these people are making fairly good money telling people cash is garbage, very facetious. And, I just got to go back to Mark Farber. He's 25% cash. You keep cash because you never know. You never know. And he is not 100% gold or silver. He's over 25% gold. I mention him because I have the most respect for him. And I think People want to actually, find out the truth. He's the best guy to listen to. He's the best guy to listen to, no doubt about it. Now, I want to actually examine this phrase, the powers that be. It's almost like it comes up with, the Banksters a lot. The phrase often connotates a sense of resignation or cynicism. It's like us against them. And, honestly, really what's going on is banksters are trying to make money. It's not really us against them. If they can make money and we can make money at the same time, I think they're for that too, if that's possible. The phrase first appeared in Tyndale's 1526 translation of the New Testament with the meaning, the established political powers. Let every soul be subject unto high powers, for there is no power but of God, the powers that are ordained of God. So it's like, it has a religious connotation to it. But I just think that people need to avoid some of that when they're making their financial decisions. Because I do think, although I'm not, even though silver's going down now, gold's going down, I think it's not hit the bottom. I don't think it's going down to 21 silver. I'm going to kind of stick with that 24, 25. I thought all along, below 26. And it's after that, it's going to be on a bull run for a few years. But the Pied Pipers are going to lead everybody off a cliff. That's what I'm suspecting. And those are the people, those are the same people that have the powers that be, the banksters, and all this kind of garbage they're telling everybody. And, I'm telling people, what's going on right now is just basically a tightening of credit that people need. There's liquidity going on. All the markets are going down. It's a cycle. And what really explains this cycle better than anything is, on a large scale, is Fibonacci. Fibonacci. So if you want to get a good technical analysis on that, probably listen to Endless Mountain, because he does give you a very good technical analysis and an objective technical analysis without snake oil included. Because I get kind of aggravated about some of the irresponsible statements made about everything being a total conspiracy. Now, I do know that, I'm looking at this zinc chart here with going down for 30 days, just like nickel went down for 30 days. But I do know there's a lot of shrewd games that go on in business all the time. Actually, I had to keep thinking of stuff, I had to think of things. I had to think of shrewd things all the time myself. So I know what the mindset is. And, but, I'm honest. I pretty much will, I'm not really like one of the bad guys, really. But I do understand what goes on with business. There's always people trying to find an angle. They want a secret racket that's just going to have money coming in. That type of stuff. There's always something like that. So, yes, there are conspiracies, but it's been that way forever and a day. And don't base your financial decisions on crazy talk like that, though, so much, because what's going on today with silver is pretty much going on throughout all the markets. There's basically like an unwinding. And if things go bad and go down hard, you know what Ben Bernanke's going to do? He's going to announce QE, and things are going to take off. And I stated before, I think there's a war with Iran that's going to happen. And that's all. It's going to be very bullish for gold and oil, which will probably be bullish for silver also. So, but I'm just saying this because people are being misled, and I don't like that. Because like I stated, I am trying to give, I'm going to be honest about the whole damn thing all the time. I can actually play it where which subject did viewers like the best, and then play that angle. Then I'm playing to the crowd. That's like a professional marketer. That's not what I am. I'm a finance and accounting guy, and my job is to protect assets. So, I did openly admit, though, that I am too bullish on these metals. That's why I found it difficult to hold a short position. So don't go thinking I'm against these metals. I am overly bullish on them. My mind is tainted by the fundamentals too much too. So that I'm just giving you my honest opinion that, you know, like as this nickel chart shows, everything's been going down the last month. And it will hit a bottom pretty soon. I'm thinking about 24, 25. And that's basically how I calculate a rough Fibonacci for I use a low from 2009 to the high of 2011, a rough thing. But it may go a little bit lower, but I don't think it's going down to 20 or 18 or something like that. And even if it goes a little bit below 24, it could be a very fast dip overnight. But Ben Bernanke, like I stated before, we know his personality. He's going to act. Now, this is the other thing I said before. Don't kill the guy. You're going to call him Evil Ben. He's doing this. I swear I wish the gold and silver people would shut up and let Ben Bernanke do his QE, because guess what asset class is going to go ballistic? Gold and silver, right? Let him do his QE. I mean, I'd like to thank the guy. I wish he would do the damn thing already so the stuff would go up. But I don't know. I'm being flat out honest on this damn thing, so I'm not trying to play the crowd. Just beware, because when people telling you Banksters doing everything and it's all a big conspiracy, I swear those are the people that are going to set up the majority of you people, the middle class. They're going to set you people up. I'm not saying that gold and silver is a bad investment right now. I'm saying it's a good investment right now because Mark Farber's another guy that's heavy into it. But he's not 100% into it, and he's also 25% into cash. So if you have money, and maybe you might be smart to buy a bunch of silver if it goes down to 22. Say it does. I don't know. It might only go to 24, 25. It's hard to pick where it's going to go to. But if you got cash and you decide to put 100% of your cash into silver, that could be foolish. Okay? Okay? And I'm not coming from the point I'm saying fiat cash is the best thing. You don't go 100% into the metals. Anybody that says that stuff, they're really pissing me off, because I swear, I don't know what their game is, but sometimes I think they know a lot better than that. And I think that's bad news, and I want people to think about that. Think about that. Yes, I know the fiat cash is going to go to zero, but you definitely want a good cash reserve and good cash cushion. You don't want to put 100% into metals. That's irresponsible. But it is very smart to get a good percentage of what you have into metals. Okay? I'm just saying, these people are telling you the world is going to end, and the powers that be and all this stuff, and the banksters, they're setting people up. I don't like it. That's what I smell with it. So, you know, I'm going to play straight up and honest. And I think you know, as far as what I see on actual YouTube per se, on YouTube itself, there are a lot of smooth-talking people, but I've noticed not many people really know what the hell they're talking about. Now, I mean, I know Jim Rogers and Mark Farber know what the hell they're talking about because they make all kinds of money. But I noticed there's a lot of garbage that is just like everybody has their angle. You know, if it's coming from the metals people, they'll tell you everything. They'll tell you all the bull crap that's going on. It is. It's like they're selling metals. They're selling something. I don't know. They're selling something. You know, I guess maybe my mind has been so set that I have to protect the assets, protect money, that I give a straight answer, because that's basically how I've been trained. So just beware of these guys, because eventually they're going to set you up, the middle class, and they're going to screw you over big time. They are. They are. That's what I see is going to happen. So beware.